spirituality. My name is Remains West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about the use of this item, what we call a native shock in African spirituality. The difference between the male and the female native shock. I have done a video on this about 2 years ago, but a lot of people did not get that video, did not get to see it because I combined it with other items. But today I'll be talking exclusively on these two items, the importance, the benefits, and why we use them in African spirituality. Okay, this is a native shock, and this is the female native shock. This is a male native shock. Okay, so I will talk about this today. But before then, let's do our customary libations for today. Okay, so please, by all means, bring out your wine, your whiskey, your bourbon, your ogogoro, your akpeteshi, brukutu, cognac, vodka, anything that you like to drink, bring it out today. Let's just do some libation. If for nothing else, let's just call some names and let us chill out. Remember the ancestors and some of our heroes that have gone before us. And whatever the case, just do anything that will suit your ganja. So please, by all means, bring out what you have. If it's water, Coke, Five Alive, and let's call some names this morning. So first of all, I'll be calling upon the first among equals, the primus inter pares, the one we call Eshu, aka Babalegwa Baruski, Tehuti, Elegbara, Ekwensu. I give you your drink today. I thank you for the great work you have been doing in the upliftment of humanity, for your guidance and protection. I ask that you continue to guide us, guide your children, point them in the right direction, show them the things that they need to know, to strengthen them, and continue to be with them in this life and in the next. Always give them the impetus to make the right decision in any situation that they find themselves in, any crossroads. I call upon Oshun, Mother of Divinity, Mother of Love, Mother of Procreation, Prosperity. I ask that you continue to bless your children, continue to guide and protect them, protect us, and bless the work of our hands to bring prosperity in everything that we do. Shine your light into our hearts. Give us the purity of mind to do what is right at any given time. I call upon Ogun. I ask for wisdom, understanding, that inquisitive spirit of scientific intelligence to always want to know about the nature of things, to bring out new ideas, new development for the upliftment and development of mankind. I call upon Amadioha. I ask for wisdom and guidance to see things, to see into the future, and to bring prosperity and happiness to mankind. I call upon Shango, the god of thunder. I ask that your blessing, your guidance continue to dwell with us. I give you your drink today. I acknowledge the role that you play in our humanity. Always be with us today, guide us, and continue to point us in the right direction. I call upon Ologbushere, aka the Black Panther, the undying, indomitable recess of the melanated African consciousness. I ask that you continue to animate and inspire your children to do greater things all over the world. I call upon Olokun, aka Omaloku, the great mother of the primordial waters of life, great mother that has the secret of the nation in her hands. I ask that your spirit continue to guide us, encompass us, protect us, and be with us. We ask for great awakening upon our people. We ask for the elevation of consciousness, elevation of the spiritual self, and we ask for your spirit to continue to permeate and over upon your children. We ask for peace, for prosperity, and we ask for change. We call upon our great spirits of our indigenous locality. We call upon Ohore, Ujurie. We call upon all our brothers and sisters that have crossed over, people that have done great work in the upliftment of humanity, people like Marcus X, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jackson, Inoko Rashidi, Theophilus Kubenga, Nelson Mandela, Felani Kulako Kuti, Thomas Sankara, Sheikh Anta Diop, Ivan Septima, William Chancellor, great people, General Rawlings, Harriet Tubman, powerful people that have been able to make positive change, contributions to humanity. We ask that your lights, your spirit continue to push us and direct us in the right direction. We also remember those people that have died, that nobody remember their names, people that died in the Arab slave trade, in the transatlantic slave trade, in the Middle Passage, in the many genocides in Africa, in Australia, in Congo, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Malawi, Zambia, Namibia, Kenya, Cameroon, Liberia, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Niger, Nigeria, and all over the African continent. We give them this drink today. People that are currently in detention because of being black, that have been oppressed all over the world, we give them this drink today. We ask for comfort upon their spirit, and we ask that their spirit will continue to cry out for justice. People that died improperly, that died through oppression, victimization, racism, we ask for justice upon them, because if there is no justice, there will be no peace. We ask for prosperity upon the indigenous people of this land. We ask for the elevation of spiritual consciousness and enlightenment upon our people. We ask for balance and harmony and peace, and we call upon the deity and Pope to continue to guide us. Call upon Santisma Moriete, great ancestors, Baron Semidi, Mama Brigitte, great people worthy of evolution. We give them this drink today, because if there is no justice, there will be no peace. We say this mighty prayer in the name of Amen Ra, in the name of Olodumare, in the name of Egbesu, in the name of Ekwensu, in the name of Ogene, in the name of all our African gods and goddesses that stand for truth, justice, righteousness, and harmonious balance. Is Siagware is done. So I thank you today for joining me in this libation, and it's always wonderful, and I'm always very, very delighted. So that is that. So today I'll be talking about this object. What you see here is what we know as native shock. It has different names that we call it in Africa, especially in West Africa. It is a very, very, very important component of the practice of African spirituality. In fact, I don't think anybody can say they are a full practitioner without having this thing. If you claim you practice African spirituality, you will not get native shock. Then I don't really know what you are doing. You have not scratched the surface, or you have not begun to do the main bone of the work, the serious work. This one is the native shock, okay? This one is female native shock. That's why it's bigger. It's very big. Why this is the male native shock? Smaller. So the two goes together. So what do we do with this item? We put it in a shrine, and it is part of the practice, and it is something that we use to make contact with the spirit world. Okay, this substance is something that is gotten from under the sea. It's like a white mud, and the deities that we venerate, they can easily attach themselves to this item. And it carries a lot of energy. It can hold any type of energy that you want it to hold. It's just like a battery. Think of it like a sort of organic battery that carries the essence, the signature of the spirit or the deity, or it can be able to contain different kind of properties or elements that you imbibe or imbue into it. So we use it for different kind of operations. If you are familiar with Nigerian movies, you watch a rock TV or you watch African magic, you see our cultural stuff. You will see they use this a lot for drawing things. You see the native shock, the priests use it to rub the eyes when they want to have insights to see into the spirit world. They mix it with other substance and they use it to rub over the eyes. It can make your dreams very, very clearer. If you are somebody that don't usually remember your dreams, or you want to make your dreams to be clear, or you want to get direct message from the gods, you use this. Okay. Then for drawing of the vivis, we have what we call vivis. These are spiritual signatures of spirits or deities. It's a symbol of deities that are usually drawn on the ground or on a surface or on a wall, whereby it will act as a gateway for the deity to come into this world. So this is what is used to draw it. For male deities or male principles, you can use this. For female principles, you use this. You can use it to draw it directly, or you can break it and sprinkle it to create the design by drawing a circle or drawing the CJ inside. Then you draw it on the ground quite naturally. The ground is a direct base. You kind of open a gateway with this symbol into the spirit world. Then your offerings or sacrifices is done inside that circle on top of the CJ, and it's dedicated to that spirit alone. Why this is done like this? So that other deities cannot come to take or snatch your offering. So you have to give it to that very deity by drawing the symbol of that deity. It means that this is the deity you want to make contact with, you are trying to focus on. So anything you are doing is between you and that deity. So you draw the circle and you use this to draw this and put your offerings inside. So normally you're going to see this in our shrines, and a lot of this you can see up to 10, 20. Some shrines you can see up to 100. The reason is that they have put it and they do the offerings to sacrifice the chicken, the goat on top. So you see it's often covered with blood. Like this one now, it's stained with the blood of the chicken or the offering. So they usually do this to imbibe the spirit of the deity into the native shock, so that it will carry that power, it will carry that essence. Okay, so when this is done and done many times, the more offerings are done on it to the deity, the more powerful the native shock becomes. So the best native shocks are the ones you get from the shrine. You can buy this in the market, but it will be empty most times. So if you want a native shock that is ready for action, it's better to get it. Most people go to the shrine and they get it from the shrine, because a lot of rites have been done on it. So when you get that one, the spirit of the deity is already inside that native shock. Okay, so it's easy for you to use it to do stuff, especially when you want to make contact with that deity. It works very, very fast because the spirit of the deity is already inside due to the many uh, rituals that have been done with the native shock. Okay, so normally you see people going to shrines to take rather than buy from the markets. It is because of this very reason why people go there. So what they do is that they go to his particular shrine, or maybe they want to make contact with a particular deity. They will go there, then give the native doctor some money, because you don't take it for free. and you pay a little bit of like homage. You cannot just go there and take stuff; it's not yours. Okay, then sometimes you can go there with a bottle of drink and support cola. After that, they are giving the native shop from the shrine. So those ones are usually much more powerful than the ones you get just from the markets. Okay, so it's better to get from a shrine. So that's why you see lots of them are in the shrine, and sometimes some people will take, they will buy from the markets and go and put there. Then they put these ones there that they will take the ones that are already there. They exchange it so that there will always be native shock in the shrine. You buy fresh ones, you drop the fresh ones, and you take the old ones to do your rituals or to do the things that you want to do. So when you use these ones from the right, it works faster because it has been imbibed or imbued with the energies of the shrine. So you can use it for the different rites. People use it for all kind of rites, from drawing of these favors or the CJs to drawing markings on their body, to put on the eyes, to use it to mix with different kind of spell. People also use it to do libation or powder libations. This involves you breaking the native shock into powder or speaking into it and then blowing it into the air. They do it this way to send a message into the spirit world. Okay, you want to send a message to the ancestors, to Amente. They break it into powder, they mix it with other items, and then they speak into it. Then you blow it. You will often see people doing this, especially in the early morning, where they want to send a message to somebody. They don't have access to phone or something. It's a very good way to send a message to the person by talking into the native shock and blowing it into the air. People do this in the morning, or people do this in the night. You can do it any time of the day, actually. Okay, people do this in the riverside. So it's very normal to see African people blowing native shock. Okay, it's very normal. They use it for sending message across. Okay, it's much more faster than phone. So if you don't have access to a phone now, you can still use this. Okay, they still do it today. Then people use it. Some people eat it. They eat it. There are some times that some spiritual people undergo fasting, sort of dry fasting, and they cannot eat anything. That you see the person eating only native shock. These are sometimes where the person can be sort of possessed by a deity. Maybe the person is to become a priest, or they are going through some sort of initiation. They may be required to eat a little bit of this chalk. So it's also normal to see this kind of practice in African spirituality. Then people use it for rubbing their body sometimes when people are sick. There's this sickness called measles that normally attacks children. One of the treatment for measles is to rub this native shock on the body. They mix it with water, and some people mix it with lime, and then they rub it on the body of the children, so it will cure the measles. So this is one of the treatments of measles in Africa. They use native shock to rub the child with other bacteria, and the children are cured. And they use it for different, so many. The applications is endless. Okay, it's endless. So it's a very important item for those people that venerate water deity like Oshun, Oya, Oloku. You must have this one because this is a feminine, the native shock, and represents them, represent the feminine energy. So you need to have this female one in your altar because you're venerating a female deity. It's only natural that you do this. And for male deities, you get this one. It's also good to have male and female to balance them up because when we venerate our deities, they are always in twos. Our deities are made up of man and woman for balance. They're always male and female. Every African deities, they have a female counterparts to balance it up. So the male native shock and the female native shock is must be represented or is necessary to be in your altar. So you're going to find this in a typical West African altar. Okay, the male and the female native shock. A lot of people know about this one, but many people don't know about this one. Only people that are into the real practice that know about this one. So that's why I am talking about it. And a lot of people venerate the female deities, but they are not doing it well. You need to have this, especially if you are doing regular libation. Try to get like one of these. Then you also need to get like something we call Aje. Aje Olokun is very, very important too for prosperity. You need to get this. This one represents the female deity, this big Aje for prosperity. So these ones these two needs to be in your altar if you're venerating a female deity. For those people that are being called, normally they see these cowries in their dream. This is supposed to be in your pot or in your altar. Okay, so it helps to draw the energies of the deity to presence them inside the altar for you. Then they mix it with also other elements. You're going to see this with the shrine with money around or display with other items, other kind of stones or cowries or precious stones. And these elements, these two, very important, needs to be there if you're venerating a feminine deity. Okay, so this is important for those people that are venerating feminine deity. You have to get this. Okay, so it's good when you get it. Your offerings, you doing your offerings, you put a little bit of blood on it to give it life, to activate it, to bring it online. So a little chicken or roaster is often sacrificed. Then you put a little blood on it, sprinkle it, so it will give it power and it will draw the spirits to be inside the native shock. So when you use it and you make incantations, it works very, very fast. This type of thing. Okay. So this is some of the ways that they use this. So please try to get your own if you have not got it before. So this is what I have to say today. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Close the subscribe button, so you'll be the first to get my videos as soon as I release them. Then of course I have new sets of meditation beads. For people that don't have meditation beads, you can contact me. These ones are very, very nice, very beautiful, and I do them to flow with it gives you that cool feeling of harmony, that soothing, calming and water feelings. Where you meditate, it's you go into trance faster, and the color is also something that is very, very nice. It blends well with your practice, the practice of African spirituality. So these ones are the new sets that I have. So if you need meditation beads, please contact me. Then for people that need hanks, I have some new set of hanks as well that will help you to showcase your spirituality. Very beautiful designs. Okay, so these are some of the best ones, the nice ones that I have. You can also contact me for this as well. Okay, then for people that have not gotten my book yet, I still need to talk about the books. Very, very important. If you want to make contact with the Kemetic deities, this book, Whispers of Amente, will help you a lot. It has guidelines and instructions on how to do rituals, very powerful, serious rituals that will bring these deities into your consciousness, and that will bring them into your life, so that can be very active. And these deities will help you to improve your practice and your spiritual evolution and your conscious identity and your development. So this is a very good book that everybody needs to have. Whether you're advanced, intermediate, beginner, you need the knowledge in this book. This book takes you directly to the core of the matter. It's a grimoire, an authentic African grimoire. The deities here, they are not evil spirits. They are not spirits that will force you against your will to do things that you are not supposed to do. They are not like Western grimoire. They are your ascended African ancestors, and they just want you to know about them, so that the enemy will not be able to bamboozle you. So you need to know about them. You need to know their story, their personality, their characteristics, and how to get in touch with them. So that is why I wrote this book. So for people that need that knowledge, please get this book. It is not expensive, just $100, and or the equivalent. So for people that you can convert to your country currency. Okay, I'm not so in love with dollars like that, but I use it as a benchmark. This one is Walking in the Shadow of the Gods. Over 200 spells are here. If you want to increase your spell capacity, build your knowledge capacity, your understanding, this one will help you. There's different spells for health, different aspects of health, wellness, love, protection, prosperity. You're going to find this very, very interesting, and it has all the things that you need. I make it very easy to understand. The botanical names, you can easily get the herbs there. So just type the name on Google and the herb will come out, and you can find them, use them for the things you want to do. It's as easy as that. This one, if you want to know about the interrelationship between quantum physics and African spirituality, the benefits of quantum physics, and how it came out of Africa, and what it's simply talking about is the study of the invisible particles of nature, which is the spirit worlds, things you cannot see with the naked eyes, and this is what we deal with in African spirituality. We deal with things we can't see with the naked eyes, the spirits, the essence of life, the tiniest building blocks of life, the things that are beyond the atomic structure, invisible reality, the intelligence behind nature, the intelligence behind the principle of life, principle of death, principle of the transportation of matter, principles of gravity, thermodynamics, quantum entanglement, plasma entanglement. All these topics are spiritual topics. This is the things we talk about here. It's not evil things. It is part of nature, part of us. That thing that is animating me, that spirit essence, that energy, that intelligence, this is the subject we study in African spirituality. And it's the same thing they study in quantum physics in the Western world. Invisible reality. So there's nothing to be scared of here. There's nothing to be afraid of here. It is science we are dealing with. Hardcore science. It is advanced. These are stuff that the Western world have not even to be able to codify yet. We have passed all this level in quantum physics in African spirituality. So we are talking about the highest form of science in the world. Advanced science, invisible science, plasma science. So you need to get into this knowledge. This is where we are going. Now they are talking about space age. Where do you think we are going with this space age? We are going into plasma reality, invisible world. So this is the space age now. This is the background of the knowledge that you need, the foundation of the knowledge. We'll talk about plasma capacitors or energy accelerators, plasma engine, free energy engines. You talk about things that can run forever, engines that can run forever without fuel, without putting fuel inside, on unlimited source of power. Those kind of generators that you can use to travel the whole galaxy without refueling. All these things will come to reality. These are the powers of God to make man a living God of a sort, to create this kind of capacity. It's where we are going. This is the trajectory. After quantum physics, we are going to plasma physics. So you need to get into these subjects. Okay, don't hide under religion or under laziness or fear. This is where the Elon Musk is going. This is where NASA is going. This is where the world is going to now. So quantum physics gives you the foundation for all this advanced technology. So spiritual technology. When we do stuff with native shock, people call it evil. We are tapping into that invisible power of nature to manifest or push our will into nature to change things or to bend it to our way. So it's the same thing we are talking about here. It's called them quantum physics. Okay, the study of the visible and invisible particles of nature. So we're already dealing with that in African spirituality. Okay, so there's nothing to be afraid of here. Okay, the only thing that you will lose is ignorance. You don't have anything to lose here. So take advantage of this knowledge. So this book is very important. It will open your mind. It will bring you up to date with what is currently going on. And it will empower you with the knowledge that you need to position yourself for the next things that will happen in the world. If not, prepare your children for this thing. We are talking about artificial intelligence now, machine language. All these are part of African spirituality. This is where we are going. This is a trajectory. So we need to blend our spirituality together to go in this right direction so that we can understand it better and faster. So that we can all get there faster. There are many things we do in African spirituality the Western world have not even catch up yet. But things that we do here, we use principle of quantum entanglement every day. I use this principle every day to do consultations for people, to tell people about their life, to even change things for people to make the life of people better. These are principles of quantum physics I am using on this channel to treat people from a distance, to heal people, to change things, to manipulate matter. We do this from a distance. I sit here in Africa, I can do something for somebody in America without me going to America or ever being there, and it will work. All these are scientific principles we are using, and this gives us the knowledge and the ability to do those kind of things. So if you want to know how to do those kind of things, you need to get this knowledge. Okay, this is where the world is going to. Most Western world, they have not catch up with this stuff. So because they don't understand it, they're calling it evil, because they don't want you to get your hands on it. So this is a scam that they are trying to run. So you yourself as an African person, you need to be ahead of them by tapping into your own African spirituality. Get ahead of the competition or ahead of the game, because it's your stuff. It belongs to you. It's our heritage. So before that we get to there, you need to catch up with this knowledge. So know your way, not because. Okay. So get this book. Start doing all these things, because this is where the world is going to. Okay. Little by little we'll get there. In the future, I will write another book on plasma physics. But before you will understand plasma physics, people need to know about quantum physics. Without quantum physics, you cannot get to plasma physics. Quantum physics talks about the study of the visible and invisible particles of nature, while plasma physics talk about only the study of invisible particles of nature. Totally spirit world concepts. So you need to pass through here to get to there. Okay, so that's why I'm still here. A lot of people have not gotten to this level yet. So we are kind of waiting for them. If I write a book now on plasma physics, many people will not read it. It does not make sense to them. So it will be a waste of my time. I need to slow down. Only very few people will get it. And it will be a waste of energy for me. So I still need to be dwelling on this topic for now, so that people will catch up. When a lot of people have catch up, then we'll go to the next level. So this is what where I will stop today. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video. If you want to learn African spirituality, I teach it from the ground floor, from the sciences to the history, sciences, metaphysics, and of course, making contact with the deities. It's just a 6 months program. The cost is just $600, not expensive. Then you want to do your divination, want to find out things about yourself, I do divination readings. Then if you have any kind of case or health challenges that are defying Western medicine, you can bring them to me. If you have serious cases, court cases, harder case, very difficult case that you cannot solve, bring them to me. I will help you to solve those problems. We have a lot of capacity now to solve all those kind of problems. You have serious illnesses, serious problems with people, life and death issue. Bring those cases, bring them, come. Okay, don't be afraid. We solve all those problems here with the principles of quantum physics, and you will see positive results. Okay, so this is where I will stop for now. And for those people that have been watching the channel, I thank you very much. I'm very delighted. And of course, I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.